Hello friends, so this was the last movie that Tupac Shakur did, and he's fantastic in this movie. He gave the best performance of his life. He's really amazing, and it's kind of ironic he went out after this movie. You know, if he wasn't really into that big whole gangster rap, I really think that Tupac Shakur could have been a very, very fine actor. Like, he's a great actor. I think he's gifted in the music, but also I think he's also gifted in the acting because I guess when he's acting, he uses his own personal lifestyle or his own personal experience, and he puts that into the characters that he plays, which is really, really fantastic. So this movie is from 1997. The movie is called Gang Related. Tupac Shakur plays a detective, and he plays alongside James Belushi. And the two of them are partners. They're, partners. Usually detectives, they have partners. But they are a corrupt, evil detectives. They harass drug dealers and criminals in the city. They steal money and drugs from drug dealers. They go after drug dealers. They kill drug dealers. James Belushi's character, he says drug dealers are not real people, so it doesn't matter if we kill them. So really their main job is, apart from being a police officer or apart from being a detective, they're being corrupt, and they want to make money through these evil means. And so their side job or their side hustle is basically stealing money and drugs from drug dealers. If they steal drugs, they basically resell it, and they sell it to other drug dealers. But sometimes they would sell the drug to this drug dealer, and then they would go after this drug dealer and kill him and take back the money or take back the drugs. And that was the setup for this movie. And they set up this drug dealer. This is Tupac Shakur and James Belushi's character. They set up this drug dealer. They kind of give him a sample of crack cocaine or whatever. And the drug dealer was about to leave. The drug dealer is on the road. He's driving. He's minding his own business. He's going home or whatever. And then Tupac Shakur and James Belushi come behind him, and they basically do a drive-by. It's kind of ironic. They do a drive-by, and they shoot the drug dealer dead. And they run away, but then they don't realize that this drug dealer that they killed is an undercover DEA agent. And the DEA basically come after the police officers and trying to figure out who killed their man, because the main guy, the special agent from the DEA, he's like, I have to get these idiots who killed my friend. Yes, he was my friend, and I want to find out who actually killed him. So this movie is really, really amazing, and there's so many twists. There's so many twists. I did not, like, this movie is just full of amazing, amazing twists. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I love the performance from Tupac Shakur. I love the performance from James Belushi. Like, James Belushi and Tupac Shakur had this amazing chemistry. They're playing detectives, they're playing partners, and James Belushi was basically like the main detective, and he did an amazing job playing these detectives, and Tupac Shakur is the assistant or the partner. And Tupac Shakur, he is the bad good guy. Like, he had a heart. He didn't like his partner killing all these drug dealers or whatever. So Tupac Shakur's character is kind of good, but also not good. But I thoroughly enjoyed the performance from these two actors, Tupac Shakur and James Belushi. James Belushi, he's always amazing. Like, I've seen so many movies of James Belushi, and he's always playing detectives. Like, he played, there's another movie that I saw. He played a detective alongside Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he was fantastic in that movie too. And he's amazing in this movie. So I really enjoyed this movie. And like I said, this was like the last movie that Tupac Shakur did before he was killed. And I really wish that he wasn't killed. I wish he was still alive. I think he could have done an amazing job being an amazing actor. Like LL Cool J, like Ice-T, like Ice Cube, even Will Smith. Like all these rap stars, they did an amazing job in transitioning into great actors. And sadly he was killed by a drive-by, which is ironic, like I said, in this movie. And this movie is really amazing. Like I said, I really love the twist and the turns. Like you think the movie is going one way, and then they do a 180 on you and they take you to another direction. And there's so many amazing characters. And just to end my review here, I just want to list the actors that's part of this movie. Actually, three of the actors in this movie, they have all passed away. Like that was something that I realized. Like 3 of these actors have all passed away. So Tupac Shakur, he died in Tupac Shakur died in 1996. This movie came out in 1997. And then recently, and this movie also has James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones plays the other defense attorney, and James Earl Jones passed away like 2 weeks ago, I think. And then the last actor that has passed away, he is known for playing really like big guys. Like he's a really giant. He's a big giant. And let me just make sure I got his name right here. His name is Tom Lister Jr. He's like a huge black guy. I first saw him in Friday. He played Debo on Friday, and he's an amazing actor. He always plays these big guys, like security guards or whatever. And in this movie, he plays a security guard, like a bodyguard. So he didn't really have much lines in this movie, but I immediately recognized who he was. The 3 actors that have passed away is Tupac Shakur, then you have James Earl Jones, Tom Lister Jr. Here's the full list of the actors that I recognize in this movie. So you have James Belushi, you have Tupac Shakur, you have Leela Rochon. She's a fantastic actor. Like she plays the prostitute in this movie, but she's really amazing. Like they gave her so many amazing scenes, and she played her character in this movie really fantastic. Like she was the glue. She was the glue that basically tied all these characters together. Like really, like she was really amazing. I really enjoyed watching her performance. So Leela Rochon, fantastic. And then there is Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid is in this movie. Like I did not recognize who he was in the beginning because he played like a homeless person. And like when I was watching him on the screen, I did not recognize who he was. And he did an amazing job. I think you know, like Dennis Quaid is one of the greatest actors in Hollywood. Like Dennis Quaid, he can play anybody. He's really strong, very powerful. I'm always excited when I watch him, and just thinking about him right now, it makes me very excited. But he played he played the homeless guy in this movie, and the homeless guy was a crucial part of this movie. He's really amazing. So Dennis Quaid, fantastic actor. Then you have James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones, like I said, he recently passed away. He plays he actually plays the defense attorney for Dennis Quaid's character. And James Earl Jones is really, really fantastic. And then this guy here, David Paymer, he plays the defense attorney for Dennis Quaid, like the public defense attorney. So Dennis Quaid character had two lawyers. You had James Earl Jones, and then you had this guy, David Paymer, and he's an amazing actor. Like I recognize his face immediately. He plays a lot of these small character actors, but he's always powerful. Like he's always amazing. He always delivers when he's playing his role, when he's playing his character. Really, really amazing. Then you have the prosecutor, played by Wendy Crewson. And Wendy Crewson, I think she's Canadian. I'm not sure, but I think she's Canadian. But she plays an amazing. It's really exciting. But she plays an amazing prosecutor. You know, like it's kind of weird because this movie came out in 1987. I don't know which movie was first, but the other movie that came out in 1997 was also Air Force One with Harrison Ford, and she played the wife of the president. And in that movie, she gives an amazing performance. And in this movie, it was kind of a weird switch for me because first I saw her in Air Force One, and she played this really down-to-earth, almost down-to-earth wife. But in this movie, she was the complete opposite. She was very crazy in this movie. She had some crazy lines in this movie. Wendy Crewson, really amazing actress, really. And like I said, I think she's Canadian, so I don't know. And then the other guy that I recognize, Gary Cole. I think Gary Cole, he has a very familiar face. I've seen some of his movies. That's basically everybody that I remembered. But yeah, this movie is really amazing. Like if you're a huge fan of Tupac Shakur, if you love him being an actor, playing different characters, this is one movie that you should watch. And like I said, this was the last movie he did before he was killed, and he gave the best performance of his life. Like I really wish that he was still alive. And I think if he was still alive, he would have like been an amazing actor. Like he would have done the switch from being a hip hopper to being an amazing actor. Like I look at all these hip hop stars who are actually making good money being actors. You know, they're basically playing themselves. Like Ice Cube he's always playing himself. You know, you had Will Smith, he's always playing the detective. And he had that amazing TV show, Fresh Prince. Ice-T, you know, he's an amazing actor in Law and Order. And then there's so many other ones like LL Cool J. LL Cool J, amazing actor. I think he's in NCIS Hawaii or whatever. So LL Cool J, another amazing actor that used to be, well, maybe he is still a hip hopper. But that's the end of this video.